know the rich. They go to the land in this place like Karabu. Remember then they what they go crazy. Wait, they go up in the land and then where first didn't need at Walla. You've never had that vibe. Anyway. Hello, everybody. Welcome to 1320, the coolest hangout for youth and teens. I'm Odinga. She's the Jimba. I'm Nightwing. She's Something. And today we are going to be talking about the plan.
Yep. I'm not even gonna fight you on that one. That was just, yep.
I had planned that intro for
Yeah.
like 4 days. I actually dreamt about the Jimba last
You could
night.
have told me that is what you had planned for 4 days.
If I would have told you, it wouldn't be a surprise. Because the look on your
Who
face.
was it supposed to be a surprise for me?
For you, yes. The look on your face, you're like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
Odinga. I mean, Odinga, because Raila usually wears hat, so. Anyway, the plan. That's
Welcome to the
I am the difference is what we are talking about. I am the difference, week 2, I guess. And
Oh God, help me. And today we're talking about the plan.
that's
Because last week we talked about
that's not the topic. It's called I am the difference. Then the plan. The plan is not the topic. I'm not living with you.
I am the difference. You're created to make a difference. Yeah, that's. I give up.
Exactly.
Okay, so guys, hi.
Hello.
So today we're going to be talking about you are created to make a difference, not just live your life.
That's what we've been talking about.
That's what we were talking about. That's what we're talking about, and we're just gonna get right into it because why
Today we're
dilly
going
dally?
straight to the
We
point.
set the foundation last week. We laid the groundwork. We put the stones in the ground.
Wait, have you seen these 4-man memes?
No.
Oh man, these 4-man memes are funny. Okay. Yes. You know
So we
what I
put the
mean.
stones in the ground. We set the groundwork. Now we're beginning to build the frame. I'm not an architect, please. I have no idea if what I'm saying is
In
correct.
the Anton Pompo? That's
I'm
word.
pretty sure he said anthropomorphic or something. Anyway.
Anthropompopoji. There's something with Pompompo.
No, it was anthropomorphic.
And you're the one who's not even listening, and you have the one that sounds at least
Anthropomorphic.
English.
Yeah. Because your brain just it's in and out.
Yes, so.
So, Rafik is gonna read for us Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10.
Mhm.
Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10.
For we are God's masterpiece. He created us anew in Christ Jesus so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago. So it is a plan.
It is the plan. Yeah, thank you for confusing me.
I'm just following. I'm
You're
just doing
following
my
the
job.
plan.
I'm just doing my job.
You're following the plan. So, we are
Anton Pompofic.
God's masterpiece. Oh my goodness, it was right there. We are God's masterpiece.
Yes, we are.
And in being, in creating a masterpiece, I mean, obviously, as much as creating a masterpiece, you have to have a plan.
No.
But like so many artists I know create their best work when they're not even thinking about it. So, yeah, so let's just go back to my analogy of houses, right? To build a really beautiful house, you have to have a plan. You can't just do that all helter-skelter, willy-nilly, wake up and decide what the dog says today. You can't do that. So,
What the dog do?
you're going to say that. So, point number 1, we need to stand for the things of God and not just fall for anything that comes. Because if you stand for nothing, you will fall for everything. Correct? Correct. Sorry. Yes, we do stand for the things of God. What are the things of God? They're good things, right? Hope, love, faith, patience, perseverance, joy, compassion, friendship. Those are the things, and above all these things, love. Those are the things of God, right? And so if you are in a situation where you are not participating in any of those things, then you're not standing for the things of God. Because I know a lot of times when people say standing for the things of God, they think it's this big, like, preaching. Terrorist is holding a gun to your face and saying if you're a Christian, you're going to die. But no,
wow, standing... People still have those analogies.
Bro, those things scared me as a kid. Oh my gosh, I had a conversation with sister the other day. Those analogies used to scare me as a child. Anyway, that's besides the point. We think that standing for the things of God is those big things, but it's not. It's choosing to have hope even when things seem hopeless. It's choosing to love the people around you even when you just really want to hate them. And by love, I don't mean like letting people walk all over you. There's a difference. Jesus loved everybody, but you saw how he put people in their place. Like exactly. Follow Jesus' example. It's having faith, even in a really difficult time. I mean, we've been in this pandemic for 2 years. We're going to go on 3 years by the end of this year now.
No. We were in this pandemic for like 1 year. Mm-hmm. Then the rest was like the after effect. Then...
I mean, people are still actively dying.
Yes, then Omicron came by.
Oh, then Omicron.
Yeah. So like the original COVID has nothing.
Has gone.
Nothing on this.
So we're still living in this, and a lot of people have been having conversation of like, it feels really difficult to feel anything good. A lot of times, especially when countries are on lockdown, or when you're losing loved ones, or when you are literally scared for your life because these things transmit fast and stuff like that. Having faith even in that situation. It's choosing to surround yourself with joy. It's having compassion for the people around you. It's being generous. It's being caring. It's being kind. All of those are things of God. And I think that we often forget that aside from the miracles and the standing in front of people and preaching to hundreds of thousands of people without a microphone, Jesus was a good man. People wanted to be around him. People wanted him in his house. They wanted him to come and visit their places of work. Jesus would walk into a room and the people that knew him would get so happy. He would visit people and they would run around trying to put food before him. And that's not because of the things that he did, because we have seen there are very many people that have done big things, but they're not good people. And we've seen how people have reacted to that. But oftentimes as Christians, we think it's the big things. We think it's the big things that make us a Christian. We think it's the big things that make the difference, but it's not. It's the little things. It's how we live every day. So I think in standing for the things of God, we should be standing in the things that not only he portrayed for us to follow on earth, but also the things that he talks about often in his word. He talks about love all the time. And we don't always portray that. So I think that's my favorite interpretation of standing for the things of God.
My mind was absolutely blank when you started speaking.
And it's still blank.
But
point number 2.
I will roll with whatever you're saying. So point number 2, I hope I'll come up with something good for this. We need to go where we are sent and not just go anywhere. I will give you a very good example. Wow, that just came super fast. Oh, it came like a rushing train and knocked. Like you see how subway trains, it's weird. So, the story of one man before the Aquaman, Jonah. Jonah is a real version of the Aquaman, you know that, right? So, Jonah was told, go to Nineveh and have fun.
Did you just call Jonah Aquaman?
Yes. Aquaman rides on a fish thingy. Jonah rode in a fish thingy. So,
you mean a whale?
We are told a big fish. You don't really know if it's a whale. It could be like a big omena that went extinct. Who knows?
Can you imagine?
Okay. I know. Today is not the day.
We're not laughing.
We're not laughing today. Okay. So Jonah was told, go to Nineveh and have fun and preach the gospel. But then the guy was like, you know what? Do not correct me. Do not correct me this time. You have corrected me like 6 times every time I bring this story up. So he was like, I'm going to Spain. I'm going to Barcelona. Don't you dare correct me. I'm going to Barcelona, or Marbella. Yes, I had Marbella. It's really good this time of the year. It's very sunny. It's very tropical. There's a very good big open gym. Anyway, so he decided to go to Marbella to drink margaritas. Anyway, he decided to go there, but that's not where God said he should go. I mean, God would have told him, yeah, go there and preach to the people there, but that's not where God wanted him at that moment. At that moment, you want to, where's Nineveh right now? Okay.
Said I don't correct you. I'm keeping quiet.
No. I say don't correct me on that one point. Where's Nineveh right now? Like, is it still...
I don't know.
Is it still called Nineveh?
It's definitely still not called Nineveh. If Tarshish is now called Spain.
So, he decided to go to Nivea. Let's pretend it's called Nivea right now. So, yeah,
my brain was like, oh my gosh, there is a place called Nivea. No, it's Niche and it's in Italy. Continue.
Yeah, so Jonah decided to go elsewhere, to Spain, to watch La Liga. On the way there, he had to be reminded by force that
by
that's
fire.
not...
By water, actually. Yeah.
That that's not where God wanted him at that time. And so he decided to give him supernatural abilities, and he became the man of the land and the man of the sea. He became the Aquaman, and one thing led to another. I suppose the pirates, the ship guys, the shipmen.
Yeah.
The shipmen. The shipmen. The shipmen had to throw their valuables. Imagine, mtu hapo alikuwa ameamua anapeleka vitu zake Spain, akaenda akauze kuku wake vizuri. Akauze kuku vizuri, but then they had to drown the chicken. Little innocent chicken had to die because of Jonah. Imagine how many innocent chicken you have killed because you're not doing what God wants you to do. You're not going where God wants you to go. I'm not saying literally innocent chicken.
That's not where I thought that analogy was going at all.
Same. You know, this thing keeps on growing in my head.
It's okay. Let it grow.
It's like one creative tumor or something. Anyway, yes. So Jonah didn't go where God wanted him to go.
Right.
You know what happened to him? He was swallowed. No. He was in the belly
of beast.
No, of an extinct omena for 3 good days.
I don't think. Listen, this is why I say it was a whale, okay? Because a whale is the only other place where I can survive. There's actually a man who survived inside the belly of a whale, I think around 2008, 2009. He didn't survive for as long as Jonah did, but like the way that he was incubated inside of the whale has made people think that it was a whale. Okay,
it was a Loch Ness monster. So, what?
I thought you said it's a big fish. The Loch Ness monster is rumored to be a should-be extinct reptile.
If he's extinct, giant omena can be also extinct.
But giant omena, if you think about how omena is, right, inside the stomach, there's no way Jonah could have survived.
Because you only see omena when they're cooked, okay? Or
You've
when they're dried.
never seen omena when they're raw.
You've seen them when they're dried.
I've seen them when they're raw.
When they're in the water. When they're in the water, they look fat. They look chubby, they look matumbo. But after ametolewa, that's when they... Yes, it happens. It's called demorphication. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with this. Papa, we're talking about going. Yes, you are created to make a difference in your life, not just live your life, and you cannot make a difference when you end up missing the target of your life.
Boom. Hard.
Yes. I am done with the matumbo. That, I don't even know where I was going with this. This just came out of nowhere.
You can just tag me in anytime you want. Okay.
And it left me hanging.
So, point number 3.
Oh, I thought you explained it.
No, I think you did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, point number 3 is we need to stop tolerating what we're supposed to change. So, a prayer that sorry for scratching my head. If that irritated anyone. A prayer that was in our house, like, so I have no idea where that placard went, but a prayer that is in our house, and I have seen it in a lot of Kenyan homes, in the washroom, for some reason, in the living room, and people's bedrooms. Don't ask me what I was doing in people's bedrooms.
No, washroom.
See, you're seated on the washroom and then it's there.
No,
That's actually how I remember
you
it.
just noticed like, washroom.
I'm seated on the washroom and then on the back door of the washroom was this whole placard.
Do you know what I'm saying? Entry number 73, house 42, washroom. Exactly.
But I've seen it everywhere, and if you have picked up on what point number 3 is saying, then you probably know what it is. But it's the prayer for serenity, and that's God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And yes.
Interesting for that to be in a washroom, but okay.
I know it blew my mind because like I know it, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, huh.
I find peace.
Maybe there's supposed to be a joke about going to the washroom.
Maybe.
God grant me serenity to accept the things I can.
The things I can.
That's besides the point. Listen, so
let's go.
And my favorite part of that is the part where it says the courage to change the things that I can, because I think that's the part that people always miss. I think that's the part that people always miss. I think we're constantly trying to change things that are unchangeable, and so obviously we do need serenity to accept things we can't change. But that part for the courage to change the things that we can, I think people gloss over it, because if we genuinely had courage to change the things that are right in front of us, the things that we have the power to change, our world would be a very different place. But we're always so scared of, one, what people think, two, what people, it's usually just what people think, if we're being honest.
What people think and say.
Yeah, what people think and say. And another thing also, and this is something I'm beginning to learn as I've gotten older, people are scared of their lives being better. People are scared of their lives being better. And I know this because this is true about myself. Where it's just like, okay, but if I get better, if I heal from the trauma that I've experienced, then who am I? Because everything that I am, everything that I have become is as a result of that trauma. I build up walls to the point where people can't get to know me, because I have this fake facade before that, because the people that I let behind those walls have hurt me, right? So so if I don't have those walls, then what am I? You know what I mean? It's the same thing where people have it's the same thing where people have certain pieces of clothing that they're just like, I can never wear that because one time someone told them they don't look good in a shirt, and they've never worn a shirt since, so on and so forth. And so you think about it.
Yes.
It was a made up person.
No, just.
So a lot of times we're scared, especially when you hear people say they're scared of change. A lot of times when people say they're scared of change, they're referring to like a job offer or a promotion. I've never had people say they're scared of change and it's like a bad thing that's happening. But people are scared of change when it's a good thing, because it's like, okay, if I make more money, what am I going to be complaining about to my job? If I make more money and it's a job that I love, what am I going to be complaining about to my friends?
So wait, people want to complain. That's odd.
No, but if you like, we're so content with sitting in our misery that when and not only that, we don't even realize it necessarily, but we're content sitting in our misery, and the people that we have become the people that we have become are a result of the people we have created in order to survive, right? So to go from surviving to living and thriving, you have to let go of that. You have to let go of the hurt, you have to let go of the trauma, you have to let go of the pain, you have to let go of people that could currently be in your life that are the only reason that, or not the only reason, but like are part of the reason why you're not living and thriving. But people are so content with surviving that when change comes along and says, hey, here's a way out, here's a way to make your life better, you kind of sit there and you're like, ooh, I don't know.
think so.
I don't know, you know what I mean? You're offered a job promotion, you're like, okay, but why didn't they offer it to this person or this person? They're better than me. That's not the point. You are the person that was offered the promotion.
Do it!
So anyway, all of that to say, we need to stop tolerating what we're supposed to change. And we need to ask God for the courage to do so. Because like I said, it's not just wake up in the morning and decide that your life is different. It's an active, like, no, that is something I did when I was hurt and I was in pain and I was still living in that. And now I have to change. I have to heal. I have to grow. It's not something that's going to just stop all of a sudden. It is something that is going to be in progress, probably for the rest of your life, especially if it's things that you learned as a child because of where you grew up or who you grew up around. It's things that you have to unlearn. You have to unlearn your adulthood because you entered adulthood with those things in mind, if that makes sense. Um, so the best way to be the difference is to ask God for courage to change your life, um, yourself, the people around you, and actually go after it because I've been told life is so much better when you let go of all of that and you heal and you allow change in your life, good change in your life to happen.
Don't be a venom, be a sandman.
I don't know what that means.
No, Spider-Man 2007.
Yeah, when you just
Yeah, like Sandman knew that he was wrong.
right.
He literally admitted that whatever he's doing, he really doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And so he changed from there. That was something that he could change. He couldn't change the ability that he could turn into sand, but he could change what he does with that.
Yeah.
Venom knew
like,
that
not.
he's doing the wrong thing, but he's like, you know what? This is what I have been bred to do. So let me keep on doing what I'm doing. Exactly.
That part for what I've been bred to do, yeah.
I was literally thinking
yeah. Because when you think about it, there's so many things that we kind of just accept as part of our personality, or I don't.
That's just me.
That's just me, and it's like, is it though, or is that just the person that you became in order to survive whatever circumstance you went through? It's an important question.
You are the only one who can pull me from the precipice. Anyway.
Not to mention, I was gonna lie, but let's be honest. I saw this on TikTok the other day. It's a guy that was talking about.
I saw it in a book.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, oh, I read something somewhere, but this guy was talking about how a lot of people don't actually hate themselves. They just hate who they've become to survive where they were. So whether that was school, home, whatever places you found yourself in, you become closed off. You become a bully. There's so many things that you change, and just simply to guard. That's that part of yourself that you're like, no, if I let anybody see this, if I let anybody else experience this, then it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be taken away from me. And yeah, and I think that's a really poignant lesson. To just have the courage to change
and be poignant.
and allow change to affect our lives and allow us to be the difference.
Yeah.
That's it. We're done. We have nothing else. I have exhausted
I've
exhausted my think tank.
Come on.
Sorry.
We have been your crusty cubes.
Crusty career.
I was supposed to say devastations, but then devastated is something bad. Something.
You're right there. We have been your crusty cubes.
We have been your crusty cubes, bald-headed dudes, yummy noobs.
What? Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to pray or should I pray?
The last time I saved you from praying.
Yeah.
Because you'd have laughed. Do you
right,
feel like
so
laughing
I should
today?
pray. No, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good today. Okay, let's bow and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given us. I thank you for the life that you've given us, the life that you've allowed us to live. I thank you so much for everybody that is watching. I also thank you so much for Rafiki and for the rest of the team behind 1320, for producers and editors and even the pastor that we get the script from. I thank you so much for every single one of them. And I pray that you will bless them and minister to them. I pray that you will continue to lead and guide them in your will and in your way. I pray for everybody that is watching. I pray that you will allow them to stand firm in your things and in the things that are good and are righteous and are true. That you will help them to go the way that you are asking them to go. And that most importantly, you will help them to have the courage to change the things in their lives, in their circumstances, and in the lives of those around them. I pray that you will bless them and minister to them and give them an incredible week. I pray that you will bless each and every one of us, and that when we meet next week, we'll remember to give you thanks. In Jesus' name, amen.
We will see you. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.